Play balls. Flight. The dragon slayer. My house looking just like Castlevania. Holy Ghost star, so amazing. Pilotman disappeared like the flight that's from Malaysia. Yeah, flight. New location. Flight. Bitch, I'm an Aries, I ain't got no patience. Constant rotation. Flight. You can find me when I'm in a space. Flight boss. You know I be flying the highest of heights. Flight. Doelowdapilotman, goddamn I be riding that flight. If I take a break on the rooftop, then I'm likely to snipe. Try to play me in the daytime, I'll put you like rock in the night. Yeah, it's only darkness. Yeah, saying I ain't the best homeboy, I beg your pardon. Look up the parliament flying on by. My life is just like that man, logo sign in the sky. Fuck up at my bell, I'm gonna flame my bell when it's time to go ride. I go and I listen to you, cause your ass a loud time. That's one of the reasons you fuckers is breathing. Karma keep coming round and round, makes you come into seasons. Archangel Uriel, motherfucker, done with you demons. All about war like Mars, but I'm loving like Venus. Yeah, I ain't never working for no idol. Best believe I created that old serpent and a Bible. Flight balls, flights. The dragon slayer. My house looking just like Castlevania. Holy Ghost star, so amazing. Pilotman disappeared like the flight that's from Malaysia. Yeah, flight. New location. Flight. Bitch, I'm an Aries, I ain't got no patience. Constant rotation. You can find me when I'm in a space. Yeah, you niggas is trying me, crossing the line. I'ma straight up look at you like you out of your mind. Created the constellation Draco, nigga, I'm all in the sky. I'm all about the fire spirit body and we all gonna shine. Y'all better fall in the line, let's get the angle right. Nigga be day or night, if you look at me, still see an angel light. Rays is bright, straight up light, I don't even need a UV. Nigga, we smack channels, nigga, my life is like Black Panther. Shoes too big to fill, motherfucker, I don't think you can wear mine. Doelowdapilotman, I created a whole new airline, the air's mine. Sleeping on me, motherfucker, man, that shit must be an air mattress. That nigga just got killed over some shoes, must have been some Air Maxes. Yeah, believe in what you witness. It won't be a day without it being independence. My UFO is built to not believe in no restrictions. Law, land, language, love, legions of the lenses. Lord, flights. The dragon slayer. My house looking just like Castlevania. Holy Ghost star, so amazing. Pilotman disappeared like the flight that's from Malaysia. Yeah. Holy Ghost star, yeah. You can only see me from afar, yeah. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, yeah. Turn around, call it Mars, yeah.
Boy, the moon and Aries. Oh, say I woke up to the goddamn moon and Aries right now. So the moon getting ready to go in there, so don't get flunked out, don't get retardation, you know what I'm saying? Get clear in your mind what's going on for the spectrum of the 99, the 2000, and then the kitten Hernandez. That's always how Hernandez, Danny Hernandez. We rapping like, shout out to 6ix9ine. Thanks so much for the donation. Bradley Court, appreciate that from the bottom of our heart. Real stuff. Let's beat it out. I'm gonna kick it, man. 6ix9ine, I think nobody know that. Scat, they nobody listened to Juvenile before. The back that ain't got. We gotta do the edit version on here. We can't do. That's the PBS channel. The back that ain't got. Scat thought nobody heard them lyrics and the flow. Scat thought nobody did that. 90% of 6ix9ine songs. I said, Daniel Hernandez and the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise flows of mayonnaise. I thought nobody remembered Juvenile. I remember every flow. I remember every bar and lyric and stuff. I be remembering stuff real good. God taught me how to cherry pick real good. I'll tell you that right now. God taught me how to cherry pick real good and get all the flows and circumstances in the world so we can know what's actually going down. Other than that, man, welcome to Aries Moon. I said real stuff. Your HPIF, you been playing the flesh. You said, you about to close a land deal. That's what's up. All my real estate people out there getting it in. The 1-2. Real stuff. That's what I need to start getting into. Real stuff. I just be so busy. Already burnt out what I got going on and stuff like that. So we all playing our roles. So, we all gonna meet at the end of the goddamn finish line. That's all that means. That's all what that means. That's all what that means. You know what I'm saying? Man, God give people missions and stuff like that. We stick to it and stuff. We all meet at the heavenly finish line. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we got everything in line too. You know what I'm saying? Because like, even though I be talking a whole lot of smack and stuff like that, I'm still Archangel Uriel. I still know what God told me. That is still certain stuff that is important. Even though I say y'all is finished as humanity, stuff like that, stuff's still important though. Like, staying on a mission. You know what I'm saying? If you a man, getting another half. If you a female, you know what I'm saying? Having some type of circumstance where you ain't got to break a nail. So, I mean, I still I don't want to say I believe it in this lifetime. Probably not this eon, but that's still a mechanism. That is still a mechanism. Don't get it fucked up. Or it would be no such thing as y'all still voting for presidents and their first wives. Until y'all get y'all own programs together, that might be 2 eons from now, 3 eons from now, that y'all stop letting them have all the fun and lay on their stomachs and stuff like that, and then y'all want to decide to take over stuff and start looking at things like stock market, just like YouTube and stuff. Okay, then we'll start getting it in, but that might be 2-3 eons from now. Might be 2-3, you know what I'm saying? But little by little, the minds are sparked, and the next mind is sparked, and then the next mind is sparked, and then hopefully everybody's minds is sparked, and we sparked a whole new atmosphere. Ain't nothing better than that. We actually see God down here. We actually see God. Actually see God. You know what I'm saying? I actually see God. You'll be in a situation like, yeah, God is in the sky. No, I'm saying real stuff. Y'all can't see it now. Right now, God is just like some star constellation or something like that. I'll say you got to read in the Holy Bible, or you got to hear from an astrologer or a theologian, somebody who went to college debt, just to still not know nothing and stuff like that. So they don't know the same words they saying is the same astrology. They don't know when they say in the Bible deserted land, that just mean the sun going in Libra. They don't know that. Then you get a Pan-African Egyptian, they'd be like, oh, Ma'at. They don't know that's just the sun going into Libra. They don't know that. So it's like a lot of, it don't matter what civilization we in, it's the same stuff, but just humans don't know that. So then we gotta like teach humans and stuff like that so we could just time travel in the body you in right now. So you'll be able to like look at this characteristic and be like, I know what Fart Cloud Humans was thinking right there. As soon as you get a template, that's how you time travel. All it takes is a template. So I know how to jump in the shoes of the individuals at that time based upon knowing the template of the handful of spaces that they was in to even come up with a conclusion. That's the only way you know how to time travel, because the mind is the memory, and if you know the direct thoughts or the intent during that time, where you could like make an accumulation of it in today's time. For an example, this is what I be breaking down as follow the practice, not the history and the money. Once you get good at practicing following the money and the history, you'll get good at following the practice. And this teach you how to go beyond the history and the money, and knowing that it's developed off the practice. Therefore, let's say if you do become a teacher like me, and let's say you do come across someone who disagree based upon their bias, especially if they're in a religious one, and they was to argue against you and say, well, Masonry was created in 1776. Here's where you could tell them your expertise, and you could replace in their mind your God. And your God is more powerful than theirs, because you got a spiritual predecessor, not no ancestor that was just in a human body in Africa. Your spiritual predecessors go beyond the human form. You need to open your mind to that. Thank you so much for the donation, Michael Kakio. Saying real stuff, Jackie Chan Part 3. So for the most part, this is where you'll be able to throw your intelligence in. You'll be able to be like, well, it doesn't matter just because you could go on Google and see the name and see the time that they did a specific version of it and called it Masonry, and it being 1776. But why can't we see the same practices being done beyond them calling it Masonry, all the way down to your Bible, Melchizedek? Then when a person start to look and compare and contrast it, that's when you stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? That's when you debunk an individual. That's when it's no longer about your expertise. It's now how you look, and it's now they're becoming a troll of yours for the rest of their life. That's it. Then you win. You win. Because the human world is so retarded, you could not go live for one day, and the troll will pay you through Cash App for you to go live to troll you again. That's how deep it get when you got intellect. It's like it get that deep. I don't want to get into details. I said real stuff. I don't want to get into details. Other than that, it didn't get that deep. So sometimes you got to realize that it's just you got to go with God, go to God, intellect and stuff like that. And when you're around humans and demons, they got all they weird ways of learning. But as long as they learning, it's learning. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need to actually understand. But other than that, when we start talking about the moon and Aries, now, the moon and Aries putting us into a situation where we're able to react and respond to some type of passion, motivation, some type of desire or something like that, filter through our status, what we're going to be known for, how we're seen, what ultimately can become our career or our popularity level, stuff like that. So you could become over aggressive and passionate and destroy things, or you could become over aggressive and passionate if it's directed in the right area and become very productive and develop a new status, give birth to a new status about yourself and things of that nature that could look more healthy for your spirit and what you got going on for your life. Because you know we too busy just like holding ourselves back from all these things that God wants us to experience and stuff like that. And a lot of times we don't do nothing but hold ourselves back. And we'll be making up excuses like the world is holding us back, but it really be having something to do with us. And God will show us based upon, you know, if we experience more blockages or in hindrances and stuff like that, especially when it comes to mental fart clouds. So, you know, God just be trying to make us be aware of sometimes we're our own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, during these square energies and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you're not your own worst enemy. It's very easy for us to be our own worst enemy when we have cardinal squares going on. It's very easy for us to be extremely gullible when we got mutable squares going on. It's very easy for us to be extremely stubborn for the wrong causes that lead to insanity, doing the same thing that you go get different results anytime that we have square energies and fixated square energies and fixed signs. So right now you need to be careful that you don't create no self-sabotaging energies, no going too extreme, going too overboard, just for the simple fact of trying to initiate something, because we're dealing with the cardinal energy right now. And due to the fact of it being modified through the lens of lava, because we got fire and earth, then for the most part that could cause an explosion and mess up the whole landfill to make it have to be rebuilt, or it could be like a carved out volcano that safely explode but put in such an earthly fireplace manner that it's put out like it's 4th of July and fireworks, not explosion like a nature hazard. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, it's about conducting your passion, your fire, in a productive way that looks suitable for productivity, mutable, not productive, material, maternal, structure, you know what I'm saying? Security, aka that's like building an earth fireplace in some way where you're making a fire, not in a position where it can't burn down the whole house, but it's also in a pretty looking sustainable area where it's allowed to burn freely, but also in a pretty setting. AKA that would be the foundation, that would be the fireplace itself. So the fireplace represents the earth element and the fire itself represents the fire element. So you need you know, a sufficient way of expressing your passion so it don't come across as aggressive or opposing or competitive. It need to come across as, I don't want to necessarily say calm, cool, and collected, but something with those characteristic traits. Even if you're passionate, it look like it could be filtered through that looks productive, that look like it has potential. I can see where that's going. I can see that making money. I can see it materializing, that kind of concept. And when you filter your fire through that concept, earth, boom, you got something going for you right now, and you initiating your energy into the right direction. Now, if you're planting bad seeds, it's going to be misguided. Emotional passion, moon and Aries, then initiating some type of thing to be used for or to use others, aka is nothing productive but a thought and feeling, and we can't go cash that at no goddamn bank. So for the most part, you need to make sure that this cardinal energy don't force you to initiate something that ain't really necessary. You see what I'm saying? You might initiate a failure of a relationship amongst a family friend or particular time, especially when it comes into family, because you know Aries deal with the personal and personal with your status and what you're known for. Both of those have opposite energies towards home, family, Cancer, relationship, fairness, and balance, Libra. Now, based upon both of these things is squaring, these is going to be the main focus. Individualizing your independence, Aries, when it comes to your status, your business, what you're known for, and how you're seen, Capricorn. Both of those energies squaring itself is going to be putting things in the back seat that actually can be helpful, but at the same time maybe looked at like it's blocking you from giving those two things attention. aka your relationships, fairness and balance, and home, family, and security. And when these things start to budge in, you might use Aries and Capricorn to kind of resist it or fight or budge against it or make it push it or push it away. So you may be extremely aggressive based upon your independence and how you're seen in your status anytime a friend or a close one or a family member try to relate or create some fairness or balance or talk to you about your situation in some way, shape, or form, or even try to be a part of it. So make sure that we're not getting too frustrated in that area also, due to the fact of that being like the backdrop of the sun and the moon being in the square energy, and both of those oppositions playing out as the backdrop. So when you're going, and you might manifest a frustration with this 90-degree angle, being emotionally passionate, moon in Aries, about your status and what you're known for, sun in Capricorn, just going for these things cause frustrations when it comes to your relationships and the closeness that you have with your family and things of that nature, which everybody may be even in a space where they don't even necessarily want to combine those things so much. People want, you're going to want a little bit of your personal space and kind of separate or even the time that you have with people that's close to you, so it don't build no animosity or things of that nature. Because I might be the only spiritual teacher online that don't teach it in a cult like way, where I tell you something like your family in the spiritual world may not be your family, but I don't take it as far as the cult. Oh, your family is demons and you're supposed to separate from them and things. Now that's going too far and things of that nature. You actually supposed to be here for people. You actually supposed to be the vessel to wake people up just by you being who you are and receiving and getting pouring in from God, and God filling your cup up. And for the most part, no matter how tough it get, even if you are around individuals and things of that nature, that might not suit your fitting and things of that nature, doesn't necessarily mean anything. However you express yourself actually be the results or the characteristics to show that you are a vessel for God. And then if God leads you into being in the woods and be musty and things of that nature, you let God lead you there, and I guarantee you won't be musty when you go there. You'll have all the sufficient necessary needs. Anytime you jump the gun and leap and go too motherfucking fast, no matter what you goddamn doing, you're crashing out. And it has nothing to do with God. It has something to do with your own internal way of looking at things, and you had those matrix glasses on and stuff like that. And a lot of times out of 10, no one else was the issue but you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's still about having spiritual equilibrium. Like, nobody said come hate nobody. No matter how you feel inside, it ain't even about you at times. The universe ain't happening to you, or it ain't happening for you. It's happening through you. So you just take the good with the bad and shut your motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? God got you. That's all you need to care about. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you stop caring about that and care about something else, you're caring about the devil. You're going to manifest insecurities, problems, blockages to your goals, and all kind of other circumstances that just unnecessary, because what we're using our mind for is for things that we don't need to be using it for. Now, once you know what you're doing, you're a bad mamma jamma. So start using your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it use you. Other than that, with the moon being getting ready to go into Aries and stuff like that in about 6 hours, you know. So when you wake up, you might wake up on the wrong side of bed also, based upon this being a 90-degree angle, and you might feel frustrated, or if you don't feel frustrated, you might feel yancy, like you feel like you need to do something, even if it ain't necessarily anything there to do. Try not to do anything hasty. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a negative environment or around negative individuals that, you can always count on them to give you bad influences and stuff like that. You want to stay clear of those type of individuals, and you want to be around someone, or if you is going to be communicating, share someone with shared interests, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to your passions and stuff, so you can feel like an individual around that individual or group of individuals. If you're going to do that, when it comes to being used and being able to use others, it's always more sufficient, because that's what we like to do. If we got common interests. Now it's when we're not having common interests and things of that nature, so the using become misusing, and then those always become the failure of relationships anyway, because there was a form of misusing somewhere. But don't get it effed up. Everybody appreciate and love to be used in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it messed up. You want to be used. I want to be used. We just don't want to be misused. And you could be used when you're around like-minded individuals who have similar paths. You're going to be misused when you're around individuals who don't have similar paths and things of that nature. So each is trying to get the getting where they can get the getting for their own individual paths and things of that nature. So that's where it becomes misusing, where what's being used is being misguided in separate areas. See what I'm saying? So that's not necessarily a team. So you want to make sure that too, even when it comes into partnership, creating circumstances that y'all got the same goals. You can use me for an example. Well, no, don't use me for an example because saying I don't count. I'm Archangel Uriel, so we'll be sitting here talking about the whole 5 pillars. But you could pick one of them. So okay, let's pick entertainment. Then okay, music and stuff. Let's say you getting with someone, y'all both make music or whatever like that. Y'all know both of y'all common goals is to make sure y'all sound the best. Make sure y'all building the audience for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody know y'all familiar. Even if y'all building a crowd that is like some team stuff, like some soul tribe type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could do mixtapes with people, and before you know it, y'all be setting up tours, making money and all kind of stuff without the government, without the Jews. All I'm saying now, like I said, don't use me as if I don't count. Because I've been doing this even by myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could go extreme with it if I want to. I just haven't been finding no real purpose. But if I really want to, I could really just set up a tour date every month and get a building every month and just put people out like I'm faking the phone, having my own music show tours by myself. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't always, if you straight up independent like me, that's not always the right thing to do. But what I'm saying is, when you're stepping out right now and you're around individuals and stuff like that, y'all both got the same goal or whatever like that, that would be the godly goal right there. So regardless of the little frustration or whatever like that, y'all both know that y'all setting yourselves up to actually be somebody, or just solidify yourself for the next 10 years or something like that, so you don't have to work as hard and still be in a situation of being able to live your life probably in a better condition than any other people and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what life is about. Life ain't necessarily a guarantee, and that's what the old society kind of taught people. So, especially when it comes to things like insurance and stuff like that. So it make it seem like if you ain't got nothing written down on paper and stuff like that mean not. And then we in today's time, that's like, especially when it comes to insurance and stuff, anybody get that, and free insurance and stuff like. But when it comes to like these titles and badges and stuff like that, these not guaranteed either. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are learning in today's time, especially when it comes to the moms and pop stores and stuff like that. All the teachers going on strike and having to get online and become teachers now and still having to get a job because they haven't fully jumped into it. So it's almost in a situation where it's like the old world ain't going back. So you know how some of y'all will have those drunk aunties, sometimes parents and grandmothers and stuff like that, that let's say you didn't go to college now, right? But we're in a situation where in society, that's not even the kind of thing to do. Not to say not to go. That I'm not telling y'all get all the degrees y'all need to get and things of that nature, because we need as much people in the world in these actual things, presenting some Uriel knowledge or something like that, or changing something, being a vessel for God. So these individuals don't always be laying on their stomach and stuff and having a good time. Like I don't preach not participating in these things. Is it that just don't never use me as an example. Always remember, Uriel gonna have a whole college in his name. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm teaching y'all, you know what I'm saying, I never tell you don't do that, man. Any kind of knowledge you got, whatever like that, these math classes need that. These science classes need that and things of that nature. And it makes it even better for us even to connect too, because boom, that's how we all lectured up and stuff like that. Boom, I come for a couple of minutes or whatever like that, and that's how we change the world. We all together in this thing, but they trying to change all the teachers into doing what I'm doing anyway. So I'm just telling y'all where the world going. It ain't going back. It ain't safe when it's just a whole bunch of humans running stuff. You know what I'm saying? It like, you think it's safe, and you think it's like situations where going towards the statistics make it seem like you're better off than someone else, and nah. Or will be no such thing as how we got these rappers and singers that you get killed just going on tour and stuff like that, risking your life all the time. So we want to make sure whatever circumstances we're creating, we're putting in less effort as possible, but more energy out of the world, Less time is possible, more energy out in the world. Less nails being broke is possible, more energy out in the world. Less melted, steel-toed Timberland boots going to these jobs, but more access to the world. And that's us using more of our mind, less of our hands. When you have to use more of your hands, less of your mind, you have to put more access into the world and get crumbs out of it, get less out of it. So you just got to look at the template, especially if you know how to read the Bible. They're telling you how they did it and putting less time in something. They just come up with an idea and we're the ones building it. So they put less time in something and get more out of the world. Whole cities and countries they made us build. So it's like they teach you how to do it and they teach you that's the way of life. So to go any other way or any way that program indoctrinated agents such as the maybe, associates, friends, family, co-workers at times, sometimes you have to go against the grain to actually see the actual light of how people in these positions that you probably admire is even in the first place. That's what made me upset. I'm an esoteric narc. I get upset anytime I get to discover on Google 95-97% of these colleges that's named up under individuals, these cats didn't go to college. I start getting jealous in the spiritual world. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Then I start looking at their knowledge like that's all they had to be intelligent on. That ain't even intelligent. And it's like, oh, so this is easy then down here. You can start anywhere, straight from the hood, in a little old state called Ohio. That's how easy it is in the world right now. So it's like, man, you better shine. You better this little light of yours. And this little light of mine, we better let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We already made YouTube the new TV. I don't like looking back then. At that point, shit, whatever we was doing about 5-7 years ago, that's done. It don't even look like it's coming back. It don't look like it. You know what I'm saying? It was once upon a time that man, I seen where did I go? I forgot where I went in a drive-through. It said not accepting dollar bills. I'm like, oh dang, yeah. So it's not they pushing it. They pushing it. It ain't going back to 2015 to 14. They pushing it right now. They pushing the limits. They pushing it. Next thing you know, $10 ain't gonna be accepted. Next thing you know, $20 ain't pushing it. I'll say, y'all, man, you get scared. I'm saying, because ain't no telling what they can control, because you got to think sometimes. You already got to pay for your money. Last time I checked, if I want a candy bar, I give something, bargain and change. I give something different for the candy bar. I never knew that I got to give a piece of the candy bar for a candy bar. That's basically what they got us doing at the ATM. You paying to get your money. That really made no sense. I thought bargain and exchange was two separate objects or two separate gifts and talents being able to be exchanged. I didn't know that there's a such thing as bargain and exchange, two of the same objects. So if you got a king size Snicker bar and I got the Halloween kid size, you know what I'm saying, Snicker bar and stuff like that. So if a king size Snicker bar, I got to go get it, but I got to pay bar to get the king size. That don't even make any sense. They both Snicker bars. What kind of bargaining game system is that? That's like witchcraft. That's like straight up witchcraft. This is witchcraft. So it's like even at your jobs, they give y'all debit cards and stuff like that. So if you made $100 at your job, in your mind you only made $97. You know what I'm saying? Because $3 is going to the ATM, and then you got it. Depending on your debit card, you might can find somewhere in your city or whatever like that may not charge. But who want to drive around all day looking for that? It's that real stuff. That shouldn't even be an issue. Why you two playing with me? I must gotta stop talking about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I must have hit some key algorithm words. So let me go ahead and stop talking about that. Yeah, I keep forgetting this. This made me want to forget. Yeah, let me go ahead and stop talking about that. We talking about astrology and stuff. We're talking about Mars and Jupiters and stuff being over cities. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Jupiter bring expansion to people's money and stuff like that. They're directing their spiritual system and that. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Look how clear we is. This is a real thing. Like, this is real. Like, oh, no, man. I'm telling y'all, this world is scary. It's ran by humans. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna stick to astrology. We're sticking to astrology. You know what I'm saying? But look, check this out. Pardon me. With Moon being in Aries. So we're going to be reacting aggressively. Now, for the most part, it's also going to be squaring, as such as squaring right now, Mercury. So we may get aggressive thoughts when it comes to standing on business or something that we want to express that we see in reality that's harsh and we think no one else is speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? So our throat chakra, we're going to have some passion filter through how we see some type of thing that should be practical and it may be unpractical at the moment. So everybody going to be martyrs right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to fight the power. You know what I'm saying? Fight something that deals with stability, statistics, government or something like that. This was individuals doing with Aries, Moon, Capricorn, like fighting the building, fighting the structure, fighting the Babylon. Now pick your battles. Like I said, this could create a frustration right now. Find your individual self. You'll find yourself in a position where you see some things ain't even worth fighting for, and you'll be in a position where you're fighting more for your individuality. You know, so that's how angels work. Ain't one thing an angel don't do, we don't give up. Or if you're a man, you don't supposed to give up. Or I wouldn't have 4,000 videos. And I know it's right. I don't just jump the gun and do anything because I think it's loss of hope or something like that. No, that's not how angels do. We never did that in no eon, and we can't be no example of that now. If it can't be done right, we won't even do it. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't allowed to do nothing different. I only know how to do what God told me to do. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all would have seen me with a damn coat or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have did that way better than them. But still would have led to demonic energies and stuff like that. And I'm too intelligent for that. Like, I'm like too intelligent. God taught me it don't matter what it is, all the way from me in the hood and me growing up and stuff like that. If it can't be done right, don't do it. So I was always in a position of doing something right, and then when it ain't need to be done no more, leave it alone, switch something up. So I could have been anybody in jail or shooting people and stuff like that. Nah, I know good astrology, I know good mathematics, I know all the hood smarts too. You can't look at me like I'm no nerd or nothing like that. I'm the one raising everybody's mentalities. The murderer is everybody. You know what? What? No, to the murderer, I'm the murderer in their mind. You know what I'm saying? All to the thief, I'm the thief in their mind. You're not even allowed to have them type of thoughts in my space, and you're gonna feel guilty because I'm the only reason your mother proud of you. So at some point, God put me here to change the world for everybody. I'm always safe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never in danger. You know what I'm saying? The human mind is in danger on their own. That's them. I don't got nothing to do with that. And God made it a way for it not to be in my presence too. So anytime it come in my presence, it get replenished. God give me the good words and strength. Like God give me the good circumstances to change a person's mind. Get out that fartness. I'm saying real stuff. I ain't no nerd. I don't run from stuff like that. And then I no longer have to. I succeeded. I didn't outgrow my area. Like it's nothing else I can do. Like I can just sit on a beach chair with $1 billion or something like that. People just ride past. That's Uriel. I don't get no like other type weird stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I laid too many examples here that God used me as a vessel to do it. Like once you say certain things, you do certain things that it sticks. It doesn't move. You don't have to actually do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? You just always seem like that. Even when you're around, so it's almost like you got to. Like that's when you do stuff with God. I never fall off. I never had a situation where because that's a real thing too. It takes a real man if they was to lose it all and get it all again. Unfortunately, I never experienced that either. I never fell off. Never fell off in no realm of reality. I can get up here and smile for a good amount of years. I think y'all can see that. Even when y'all see people demonetize or claim that they fell off online or whatever like that, that ain't my version of falling off. You know what I'm saying? That I actually come up harder than anybody y'all even see, like probably Facebook famous or IG famous, trust me. And they ain't with God. They ain't got what God gave them. Trust me. Trust me. I probably could do a little bit more traveling than them. Trust me. I'll say I probably could have my living condition a little bit better than them. I probably do. Trust me. I'll say I probably go sleep at Walmart a little longer than them. Trust me. I'm saying? It's about being intelligent. It's about being smart. Y'all can see it. Use my channel to understand all these people who got demonetized, so they start crying, they start Patreoning up. You know what I'm saying? They start disappearing, they start getting doubting YouTube and stuff. Y'all caught one video from me, and it was just about because of it, because why they demonetized it. It didn't change anything. I was smiling. You know what I'm saying? I was smiling at that one. I was roasting people and saying monetized again. I'm saying, it's about the spirit. It ain't about, you know what I'm saying? Other people would have looked at that as a fall off. If you doing things in reality with God, the stuff in reality, those not fall offs, because those wasn't necessarily how you was getting it in the first place. Those are just add-ons. So you don't feel the same way other people feel. I was like, because you didn't, your whole life wasn't dependent on that. Like I was just, so it's like, oh, you gotta think. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to think like reality. Like people don't know how to think for God, like think about God and stuff. They just be thinking about their desire. I want to be an online star. And you don't even know what the real life about first. You know what I'm saying? Once you get real life together, you got something to teach. You can actually teach other people to get they want to together in real life. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, get offline. You know what I'm saying? For you and one of these failed rappers and stuff like that up here, just trying to be Uriel and stuff and trying to tell us everything was like Lil Nas X, the most talented person in the world. Man, he ain't write them lyrics. I said, trust me, all that fame he getting right now, he is not credited to that. So let's stop fighting each other. Let's fight the good fight now. Let's fight the good fight. Let's fight the good fight. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We also got Venus and Sagittarius. So with Venus being in Sagittarius, this is going to trine it. So we're going to have this gift of being able to express more love at this time. We might be a little aggressive at it too, a little passionate about it. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't make no mistakes during this particular time. If you're not connected to the right circumstances or your environment and stuff like that, you might make a mistake. But if you're around like-minded type of circumstances and stuff like that, it's okay to be a little aggressive and stuff like that. It's okay to be a little passionate. That's actually what it takes to get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little passion. Passion is purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's the purpose that gets you up to be like, I'm passionate about that? That's the purpose. You know what I'm saying? What's your passion? That becomes your purpose. And you could kind of transmute that into anything in the world, especially like when it comes into rearranging the piping system so the things that they be creating, people could have you on their mind through the lens of their commercials and superheroes and stuff like that, to the point that now you're stating your claim in an esoteric table and it's able to accumulate down here as some material maternal or some foundation, or which everybody be wanting attention. And you could transmute that into anything: money, security, support, stability, you know what I'm saying, shelter. And that's what they doing. That's what everybody doing anyway. It's just sad when individuals is not doing it for themselves. So we get Shasa Fears. You know what I'm saying? We get Scarlet and shit from Doja Cat and stuff. But at the same time, oh no, they just doing what everybody else is supposed to do anyway. It's just you're better when you know what you're doing. When you know what you're doing, you a bad man, Gemma. You come up with Pilot Man. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And getting all the good sigils and energies. All the A-I-O-U, specifically the U and O. Yeah, specifically those one. Those a little better. Y'all saying oh you Uriel Dolo. Y'all saying you'll know about, you'll be smarter than everybody around you and stuff like that. But at the same time, that's besides the fact, because that's where before the sun gets sprung off, the original spot, the original space. Y'all say that's that original space I don't want to get back, because y'all I get excited when I start talking about my world. I start getting excited. I start getting excited when I start talking about my little space and my little atmosphere and stuff. Like, y'all say real stuff. Y'all don't know about death. Y'all don't know about transmissions. Y'all just know about the DEATH death that they teach y'all at NASA. That ain't got nothing to do with it. The death that your angels be talking about, especially me, man. You can do that right now. Look, I got a thought in my mind. I ain't got it no more. Death. I feel good. I feel lighter. Going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? So all that means with how you go heavy and build organs and go to heaven, it's that simple. I ain't never going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man. Shout out to Uriel. Other than that, I love Uriel. I love myself. I'm saying real stuff. This is nothing to rise to Kundalini. Snap of a finger. I'm saying? So you go to any India, any type of goddamn shaman, Muslim, all them shit like that. You harder than them in prayer. You harder. They just looking at you like, how can this person do that? You just did it the snap of the finger. They got to go through all these books to learn what you just did. All you just did was the actuality of it. It was that simple. How can that be so hard? I'm saying, how can that be so hard? I'm saying real shit. You know what I'm saying? Think you could test it out right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's say 10 people got killed that you know, and everybody y'all around right now, y'all mourning about it. Be the first one that just start smiling and get up. See how much attraction you get. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get some people that are trying to figure out why you mad, why you ain't mad. You're gonna get some people trying to copy you, like, yeah, I want to feel like this. This person wouldn't want us to feel sad right now. It be all kind of energy, man. You could transmute that. You'll become a millionaire next week. I'm telling you, it get that deep. Y'all don't know how simple life is, but like it's weird. Like it's weird. It's weird. But when you actually do it, like you fight the feeling, and you fight the thoughts. It's weird. Like God will show you something else and give you some other thought or feeling that no one else got, but that one is like gold. The one God gave you, like gold. It's like real gold, man. It don't be tangible, but it is. Like it's real. Like it smell like juicy fruit and stuff like that, and Skittles and strawberries and stuff and bubbles. Waterfalls. Yeah, I've been on a diet. Yeah, I said I've been on a diet. Y'all saying real shit. You know, I don't eat food. I don't eat meat. Just drink coffee and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There is some type of seafood, though, waterfalls and stuff like that. It's trustworthy. Put trust in person. I said it. That's the only way I get health back up. I said real stuff. Waterfall, bubbles, strawberries. Here we go. I gotta get out of Mars. Oh, my Mars. I said, what? I got to think. No, I said we're going back to. Why the moon going in Aries? I said, why you going in Aries right now? I said, I want to talk about something else. I said Jupiter and Taurus and stuff like that. I'll expand my money, expand y'all money. I said, go to hell, moon. Go to hell. Don't come over my sun sign right now. Make me self-aware. Make me self-aware of my own nature. Sister, what's wrong with you? Oh, froth out buttercream transits in the sky. God ain't move the planet in that direction today. Who told you to go there, moon? The moon ain't shit right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The moon ain't shit. The moon ain't shit right now. We at the archaic stage of Pisces right now. The archaic stage. So we thinking about how we gonna express these imaginations through ourselves. You know what I'm saying? As the individual down here, as soon as the moon slide in the Aries is after archaic stage of Pisces. I'm saying, god damn. But look, check this out. Let's get ready to conjunct the North Node. Lilith. Yeah, the North Node in Chiron. So for the most part, here's the thing. We also might be self-aware of thinking we getting ready to make, look, because I'm tired of Chiron being in Aries. It's been there too long. We always thinking we making a mistake when we going for our passions and motivations. And sometimes we do. Like, I made a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Not no bad ones like humans. You know what I'm saying? My mistakes ain't even really mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Really, it just added back pockety energy. But at the same time, all of us is going to be in a situation where we just constantly in this, oh, I'm going to make a mistake. Oh, I'm not yet. Oh, I'm not going to do this. Oh, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's all coming from goddamn Chiron and Aries. I'm tired of that. It's like a cage. It's almost like Abaddon cage because I'm an Aries sun. So I felt restraint from like really going, expressing and stuff like that. I felt restraint. And all other humans is restraint a little bit too. Like we all restraint a little bit. But I feel it bad because I am an Aries. And it's going through my ninth house. So I even felt restraint from traveling. I felt restraint from teaching and learning and stuff like that. It's like some type of blockage or some type of shit. I feel like I'm having feel like I'm doing a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So it's playing out in a third dimension, like me being on the PBS channel and certain words I say, I start feeling like I might be going a mistake. And based upon me being an Aries, how we be free throughout our mouth don't support where Aries at right now and Chiron. So if we all online and stuff like that and shit, no, here we go, live. I mean, spit YouTube. It's phony. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was another zodiac right now, I might not even be in a temperament to even be talking about certain things. to even say certain things. That's why you got a lot of other zodiac signs that talk strictly about celebrities and stuff like that. So they don't have certain issues. And even when they do, because there ain't nobody dumb, they know when the conversation start to go too far, they know how to go ahead and be sarcastic a little bit and get back on talking about the celebrity and stuff. So, you know, that I'm not saying that's good or bad. That's intelligent if that's your world and stuff. You don't want to sacrifice your check and stuff like that, especially if that ain't your common content. But, you know, Aries, sometimes it don't matter what kind of content we do. We just the kind of mouth we got. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I got to feel restraint a little bit. And I don't like that, but I got to chalk it up to the game of Aries being in Chiron. I mean, Chiron being in Aries. But for the most part, we're going to have this conjunction. So we may be feeling like we're making an emotional mistake. Or we may feel like we really need to go for our spiritual path because the North Node is there also. It's just by it being in Chiron, Chiron being in Aries, it may make us think our spiritual path is something else. And we're going to be doing something to protect ourselves that take us away from our spiritual path, but it might look like that's our spiritual path to not make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, that's what's causing the confusion when it comes to the North Node and Chiron being in Aries. It's causing confusion. Like the spiritual path is dealing with uncomfortability and just testing the waters to see. And this is a lot of times where God show you something that you wouldn't even thought of, and God wanted you to take that situation and stuff like that. But a lot of times we prevent with God trying to show us that it even be better than what we even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be more in that perspective right now, but it might be a little hard due to the fact of Lilith and Chiron. And also, it might start to square because, you know, it's at late Capricorn, Pluto. So eventually, you know, we might feel frustrated on knowing what we have to transform and still feeling that energy like you're not quite ready, but you know it's what's have to be done. Something to transform as far as your status, what you're known for, how you seen. So you can start building your 1-2 together. You know what I'm saying? And start building your structure and shit like that. You know, it's spit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made that post earlier and stuff, because we really got to stand on business right now. So even if you is a human and stuff and you're connecting with a person or whatever like that, and you're thinking like, okay, this is the type of relationship, it's important for y'all to even participate with online type stuff. So if you're someone of importance, if you're a real man, you want to make sure that you're sharing whatever your other half have, your female half, or whatever she got going on, and then and vice versa. Or y'all got a page together or email together and things of that nature, and y'all start from there. If you got a purpose, that's what makes it exciting. See, when you don't got a purpose, that's the idle mind. So it can only go as far as sex, or it can only go as far as some type of situation where it ain't going to lead nowhere in the future anyway. Nor am I saying anybody necessarily want to do that in today's time. I know 2024, no one is really in even search for a relationship. But if y'all was, you know what I'm saying? For the case that be, make sure it's for a purpose, or you just gonna be online claiming that you made a mistake also, and next time you want to be faithful and this, that, and the third. The purpose is what's being faithful to. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore, when y'all not giving up and stuff like that, it's gonna be like God, because God needs some people, even individuals, even if y'all alone, to change how things is going. Or it will be no such thing as y'all seeing all these rappers becoming YouTubers and stuff like that, or all these things where you're constantly might be trying to do things these people way, not knowing that if you're doing things for God, these people trying to do things your way. You just got to believe in yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to like really understand that. And we in a new time where the wiggle room is so open that anyone could just fulfill a space and be the next best thing, like no one did that before and stuff. Like quick come ups, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about, you know, sitting and having that discussion, you know, setting up that plan, that circumstance, and, you know, leading it into the promised land. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that deep at all. It's not that deep. Online made y'all, I think, look at life sometimes too serious. It's not that deep. know what I'm saying? Life is to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before you just waste too much time and let things go past and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready to close down all the goddamn movie theaters and shit like that. Like, life is to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself, especially around individuals that it look like it's some potential and stuff like that, that you can actually get your dreams to come true. You know what I'm saying? And everything ain't about like being on stage and attention and all that goddamn shit. Especially in 2024, you need to be standing on business and creating a situation where you're straight. You know what I'm saying? And you, regardless of what you're trying to do, you can do it when you choose to do it. But as far as creating a foundation to do it, that's what needs to be placed down first. You know what I'm saying? So 2024 about back pockety energy. You know what I'm saying? 2024 is about getting your 1-2 together, getting solidified, getting situated in your relationships, in your business, in your organization, your foundation, and then that's what's presented online. Everybody don't got to be in your goddamn business. Is what's going on behind closed doors. That kind of mission and shit, it never worked anyway. But at the same time, it's more about that kind of shit. And then when you presenting yourself online, that's what's being the inspiration for individuals actually getting your 1-2 together and shit. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, that's what needs to be presented in 2024. And we about to see all these celebrities do that stuff. Y'all about to see me continue to do what I'm doing anyway, but even go 10 times harder and stuff like that, because they're shit. We've been working on that for so long. There's barely any musicians really anymore, and actors and actresses without all these scandals and stuff. So it's just a free fall. So I'm about to be just doing all these acting skits and TikTok type stuff. All kind of, it's just a free fall right now. Free money out here. It's just free fall out here. Thank you so much for the donation, Vim Waddy. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. We in a like a different time. Y'all, we gotta take advantage though. Well, I'm taking advantage, but I'm just inspiring y'all. Take advantage. I ain't going hard enough. I supposed to have been harder on TikTok and stuff like that. I actually could get. I'm actually monetized on TikTok. I'm just not going hard enough on there. And them algorithms is crazy. You can do anything. Get a car crash and just play it for 3 seconds and stop it and start talking. Put some other type stuff up there. Off the bat, million views. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm is crazy. Especially if you already got some notoriety. You already on YouTube. You already on Facebook. Man, listen, man, we in a whole new world. It's just about getting down. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, this is what this Aries Capricorn energy gonna teach us. Stand on business. Okay, it's almost out. Stand on business, and create some type of foundation and some type of structure, and that'll be long lasting. And therefore, once everybody get back pocketed up and stuff like that, you could just sit back and you will see things start to materialize. Same way how YouTube started to make allowing individuals to get paid off shorts. So mad individuals was just already on YouTube just being themselves, and videos just so happened to be under a minute, and all those videos automatically got monetized as soon as YouTube started it. So that stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So that kind, I missed that little shift on TikTok. Even though I'm monetized now, the first couple people that they looked at to start monetizing that, they getting it in while they good. Them the people gonna be on TikTok for the next 7 years, 10 years. They already rooted in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all can't keep missing no shifts, especially if you spiritual, man. God ain't say be lazy. Nah, don't miss no shifts. Don't miss no shifts. But it's because it ain't really no each one teach one good energies down here. And it was a lot of, it's like have been a lot of narcissism going on. But the more and more we start to see that the world is built off that, and you're getting the short end of the stick. Shortly, but people waking up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can see more and more people starting to wake up a little bit and be aware of certain things. But it could be better. It could be better. I'm saying it could be a little better, but it always make me feel good a little bit when I start to see like everybody ain't as flunked out. Everybody, no, I'm saying it's waking up a little bit. But yeah, 2024, you need to show all these people you admire. Let's say you are an admirer of these celebrities and stuff like that. It's time for you to be the example to show them how to do it better. That's what 2024, that's what 2023 was really all about. It's just, it wasn't enough people in their own power enough. But it was just people coming and coming and coming. We had the most less deaths of rappers in 2023, and all kind of people just popping, 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 popping. And then now everybody who wasn't believing in themselves is like, damn, it really ain't going back. I really only do got this to go to. And I'm starting to see all these celebrities doing what I was already doing that I'm unsure about myself about. So this was all y'all's into right now. So it's like 2024 is just like on your mark, get set, go. Can't look back. It's like that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? 2023 was basically that. But everybody who wasn't sure of themselves, just seeing people who was sure of themselves confirm it. So now it's like, oh, damn, this really can be for me. Let me stop playing around now. It's like this is the 2024 energy it's going to have everybody in. Like, it's going to be like, damn, this really can be for me. What I was still kind of unsure because of the fart cloud that was lingering around in 2020, 2021, 2022. Let me see this 2023. Now, still people who still unsure themselves, thinking from, but then they start saying, kept saying people like me, other people stuff, other people and shit, and they're like thinking like, well, damn, this shit's still working, no matter if this, that, and the third, it's still this. Oh well, damn, it ain't going back then. And now we are 2024. Everybody is like is in this kind of template now, like, oh shit, I got to get with the program. I got to go ahead and be my new self. You know what I'm saying? And get serious because it looked like this is only it. And that's just not with content creating. You don't have to be a content creator to be online promoting things that you actually do in real life and stuff. We got spas, catering business. Every time I even go on Facebook and see somebody in my city, that's the first things these chicks be doing with their drunk aunties and stuff. Whole catering businesses live from their kitchen and shit, making good money though. Hustling really. Well, I live from the land of the hustlers though. You know what I'm saying? But y'all might think that's foreign. That's normal from around here. But shit, in big cities and shit like that, man, y'all could have been doing shit like that, things of that nature. Get right up, the fuck, the whole catering business live from Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Create some new goddamn good shit and things of that nature, recipe books and stuff like that. Booming, whole hood, whole block, everybody from the other sides of town and stuff who know you and family, word of mouth and shit like that. Boom, booming, hard as hell. And you ain't even no online content creator, but everybody know you online. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what your Facebook and what that shit is and where to go get that them new foods and plates at. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Chicks be doing goddamn hair and all kind of shit. Live from got this man. This is a new goddamn world. Get with the program. Or would be no such thing as Dash Door or DoorDash, whatever. It would be no such. That's some new virtual reality type job. I would have never thought that shit would be a job, but that's a job. We in a new world. But when you look at the mechanism, you start to look at it like, oh, these cats is doing wiggling room based off stuff that we can do ourselves. So you get more crafty with it to the point that you ain't even got to do that. You start doing stuff that I'm talking about and stuff, especially like because I don't know how to run out of ideas. That's why any little other half I get, that's straight forever. Like God said, just off God's mind. That's the actual money, the mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to. I don't have writer's block in no realm of reality when it comes to helping people, family, friends, female, circumstance. When it comes to the mind and manifesting in the physical, man, I'm goddamn it, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. That's one thing God showed me. I'm undefeated. We're going to make a talent out of something. You're going to make a gift out of it because everybody got a gift inside of them. And God showed me how to see that light in everybody. Everybody might not see it in themselves, but God taught me that too. This is why I teach this. We all can see something inside of someone else that we can't see in ourselves. So it's important for you, if you is in a damaging circumstance or geographical location or don't have no, real support around you, it's important for you to be in search for that, or because that's kind of lostness. And if it don't always deal with a person, make sure it's an inanimate object, a gift, or a talent. So you got that healthy release system. You know what I'm saying? That healthy goddamn release system of not keeping things in because there's no one around you to make you feel comfortable releasing these things. That's you developing ideas that's creative towards negative things, how to not be seen, based upon people around you with expectations, and it pour over in other areas that don't got nothing to do with what they expect from you, that has something to do with your creativity that they may not care about, but just being in that template will pour over into your creativity and have certain blockages there and create writer's block there and create actors and actresses block there where you're unaware of why you can't think about it or why you can't do it and why you got to give it a break a little bit, and it purely becoming from energies you're developing in other spaces that just don't have anything to do with it. That's why it's always good to be free and try to always put yourself around others that you allowed to be free around, and the people that you can't be, especially if it becomes your like if it's your family or something like that, create some spiritual respectable time that you can be in their presence, still protecting your mind, whatever crystal or gem or you know concept, or if you got a man, whatever he told you, if you're spiritual, or if you're a female, or if you is a man, you know what I'm saying, whatever template, and know what kind of time it is, so you're not building no animosity and things of that nature, because it ain't that deep, and therefore you get to protect your space where when you go back to your creative safe haven, none of those small instances of distractions that could possibly create writer's block won't be there, or actors and actresses block won't be there to develop fatigueness or lack of thought and drifting off into other cords you're tied into as far as other people because of the space they put you in, so you're aware of those same thoughts that distract you from the thoughts you need to be aware of pertaining to your creativity and things of that nature. So it get that deep. You know what I'm saying? That builds mental strength. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you don't run away and then find a cult line that try to pander to you, so you think it sound good to escape these things, or escape these people, or escape your parents or something like that. No, that's not the mission. You know what I'm saying? Especially I live in the hood. There's mad adults and stuff running around that if you don't say nothing, they won't change their life and stop being bullshit and stuff like that. And things, the crackheads, all kind of stuff like that. Sometimes you're not here to be like, oh, I'm scared of this or whatever like that. Sometimes you're used as a vessel. You know what I'm saying? It might be a crackhead you see at the gas station, and they always, once you allow them, you give an inch, they give a mile. So as soon as you give them $2 to pump your gas that first time, you can count on them to already know, be plotting on you. They know the exact time you're gonna go to the gas station all the time and shit like that. Sometimes you're used as a vessel to tell that person no. It may hurt you, but in their own mind, it's gonna make them realize I gotta find better ways to get money, and hopefully it'll lead to them getting off of crack. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you can be used as a vessel. And that's what y'all don't be understanding too before you start running away from things. I'm not saying these are things to actually go do, because that's based off your circumstance. A lot of y'all just was born in the hood. But it's not to say if you wasn't, go do these things and that make you a holy person. And it's not to say if you from the hood, go practice these things. You can be a person who just don't go to that gas station. Trust me, I'm in the hood and shit like that. Sometimes I just don't even, I already know what I'm getting ready to see. I go straight to the good gas station. You know what I'm saying? I go straight to the suburb gas station, not suburb, or somewhere in between. You know what I'm saying? Where I already know I ain't gonna be bothered. I ain't got to, even if I want to get out and go in the gas station, I ain't got to walk through 20,000 people and stuff like that want to play dice and stuff like that because they got nowhere to go or something like that. And so the gas station was somewhere to go all day. I ain't got. Sometimes I don't have time for that. Sometimes I got enough energy to do it and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I don't. I'm saying, so you got a peak game. Is one of those type of situations and circumstances where you just got to be used as a vessel, and it doesn't matter if it hurts you at times. It's not about your thoughts. It's not about your feelings. Because trust me, you can't cash it at the bank, and $2 that add up. $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. That add up after a while. So goddamn it, what was on your mind actually it get you broke. So you need to stop using your mind for bullshit and start using it for putting in action. What's that real shit? Putting that shit in action. I'm saying, and invest. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself and invest into doubling and tripling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to release that book, too, to tell y'all anytime you reach a plateau, that becomes your new broke. Reach another plateau, that becomes your new broke. And don't buy nothing unless you can buy it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something, but you only got the money to buy it once, you shouldn't want that. If you want something and you got the money to buy it twice, it should just be an inspiration. If you want something and you got the money to buy it 3 times, you good to go. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you need to think. And y'all women need to be around men like that. Trust me. That first couple concepts of it, you might think. No, you might argue a little bit because you probably want something or something like that. But trust me, when you start to practice the pattern, you'll never be in that situation that you was previously to have to stack something to get something. You always have what you need to get something and be able to relax. But you got to start that. You got to start it off. You got to start the accumulation. And sometimes it's being a female without no man or no father figure to help you understand those type of constructs. You might not know how to look at money that way. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you look at life a little harder than it necessarily needs to be also. So I'm saying real shit. This how you don't get behind on bills, and you can take time on if you're into credit, building your credit in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Because even when it comes to a concept of you could buy some 3 times, you might not even have to take the third time to pay it because if you got good credit or if you got a credit card, once you could buy something 3 times, you still ain't even bought it with the 3 times because you probably used it with the credit, and then you pay that credit off with the third time that you would have paid it in cash. So therefore, it ain't really like you paid it at all, and you could pay it each month off in down bite size with the money that you would have paid it all for. So you really ain't. You could have bought it 3 times and even use none of the money, and then use the credit and just use pieces of portions of the third time you would have bought it to pay it off. And by that time, you would have made 3 other ways of being able to buy. So you would have been able to buy it 6 times and have built your good credit. I said like all kind of good talents and gifts, all kind of good talents and gifts to rock the government. That's all they be trying to make us do. It's all a game. It's just a game though. It get fun though, and then that's when you start realizing life ain't hard the way you be thinking, the way y'all be thinking. It's fun, but if you're a female and you ain't around a man, that's why it's depressing. And if you're a man and you ain't got no godly purpose, you don't know the starting point to jump into that cycle. So that's why life is only depressing a little bit. But you could work at Taco Bell and start that cycle. You can start that cycle with $10. You know what I'm saying? So you can still pay for your phone bill and everything, and then let $10 be your new broke. So you always got that 10. And the same way you did that, you add on to it. The next time you make that 20, that's your new broke. Then you add on to it. No matter how long it takes, it's building mental consistency and physical consistency, all the way till you get to $100. That become your new broke. Now, when you go through situations, and you always got $100 though. So anything that happens, you got yourself. You an adult now. You know what I'm saying? You're an adult. You don't have to scrape up. You don't have to do nothing. And then let's say you are a well-sufficient adult. You might not be making no mistakes that you have to go into what you were saving. You know what I'm saying? Or what you're doubling up. So at that point, before you actually even go through something, you could pay for it 7 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you straight. Straight. You know what I'm saying? You can get your 1-2 together. Real stuff. So, hey, you definitely ain't got no excuse. If you ain't got no responsibilities, you ain't got no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and stack your whole check and make that first couple checks your new broke. Just cause you ain't got no responsibilities. And then once you do that about 3 times, then start dibbling and dabbling and stuff like that, and start doing things, and you good to go in that aspect too. You know what I'm saying? And then don't be no cold motherfucker. Don't be no cold mamma jamma online. that's just an add-on. Like after that, so 1, 2, you got everything to teach the people. You got to go have all the kind of content in the world that people you be inspiring people to do things after you. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be coming out with some tarot cards and some and these books and stuff too. Because I just got the silk press machine. So everything gonna be solidified, and I'm gonna start pressing the clothing line too. And yeah, 2024 is deep. So we want to make sure we at the Galileo. Because all these rappers don't do nothing but dress like me anyway. Every time I dress like a certain way and change something or do something different, here goes some rappers doing the same thing. You know, leave me alone. So I'm just going to capitalize then. If that's the case, I still supposed to make that shade room and stuff like that. But that, sometimes that's just to be too much, though. I just get a chick to do all that. Thank you so much for the donation, DJ Chief. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Yeah, it's like I'm for president. Real stuff. I'm going to run for mayor. I'm going to run for mayor. What's up? I'm saying, but yay. It's all about taking our power and doing what we want to do with it, so we can become the new actors and actresses. I still need to do all the little plants, little scenes and stuff like that match the energies of the planets and stuff, to show people how to become kind of like an actor on your own with your own kind of content and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be doing some flight acting, little scenes and stuff like that, because I like to make my own way. I don't like to jump into the expectation world. So this how my mind works, right? A lot of y'all be thinking like, well, you trying to be an actor or whatever like that. Now that's just a will I got. I can act, but the desire would be like, oh, Dolo might get he might get a deal at Universal Studios and stuff. Here's the thing, in my mind, I don't even care about that, even if that's possible. But look, push come to shove, I make up my own acting thing to the point that I'm still getting paid like an actor. Whether it's monetized on YouTube and that whole page is about that acting, and I change the way how we do scenes or whatever. All I gotta do is use the mechanism of what it means for people to create that concept of acting, and do that my own way down here and make my own way. So whether the Jewish world want to open it up or not, I'll be good in that world too. I don't even know how to think like that. Like, thanks so much for the donation, Nancy Lambert. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So when it be other people hopes, oh, I'm gonna stop acting or being an actress because no one picking me for a movie. I'm so back pocketed up. I done manifested an audience to watch my little skits and stuff with a whole different way of making scenes about something and things, relating it to astrology. I done made a whole new concept of how to act down here. I bet a whole bunch of people start copying me. It's a whole new way. YouTube monetize, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. In my mind, I'm not even worried about no Jewish person coming to put me in no movie. And if they do, it's only an add-on. And I decide how much I want to get paid. You don't tell me. I get to pick that part. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in that position. I'll only be in those positions for each eon. Oh, kiss my ass. I'm fine doing what I'm doing. God made it a way for this to be monetized. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I know how to make it work. I can't do nothing no other way. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I don't know how to do nothing no other way. I've been doing a damn good job my whole goddamn life. Real shit. I gotta figure out, I don't even know how to do it if I gotta go behind somebody else's template. I don't even want to do it if I got to. Even if I'm good at somebody else's template, it gotta be my own template. Or I'd rather go to hell, go in the woods, warm glass of milk, chocolate chip cookie and brownie and stuff like that. God damn it, from Chick-fil-A and shit, and go down, lay down and shit. So every day I wake up, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It got everything to do with God. And God saying, I ain't done with you. That's it. That's how much no worries I got. So I know even when I get up, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It got everything, because I don't give a. So I know it ain't got nothing to do with me. It got everything to do with God saying, I'm just not done with you. So you think I'm not going, you think I'm going to get in my own thoughts and feelings of how I feel about something and not do what God got me up to do? I can give a fuck about my thoughts and feelings. I'm gonna be used as a vessel. And God showed me enough confirmations on how that's the better route. Because God always showed me that, yeah, just being in the route of your thoughts and feelings, you could never cash nothing at the bank, could you? I was like, nah, God, nah. He's like, get the fuck out your feelings then and do what I told you to do when I woke your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And since then, I've been Doelowdapilotman. It don't go further than that. It don't go further than that. Universe not happening to you or for you. It's happening through you. Shit, and ever since then, God been showing me the extraction. God been showing me how they make wine. God been showing me that how I ain't been putting no nitrogen and carbon and no helium and hydrogen and no bottled water when I boiled it and it evaporated as a cloud. And that's what we see as the clouds and the hot cloud we call the sun and stuff and the moon. That God showed me all that. God said, it ain't no mixture. You just look at the life. Look at it what it is. Ain't no mixture about nothing. Say all you seeing is a something that was a caterpillar, a cocoon becoming a butterfly. I'm saying a water bubble becoming a cloud becoming a sun becoming a gas particle. All you seeing is stuff becoming lighter and freer, lighter and freer, lighter and freer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only on that type of path. I just want to be lighter and freer. That's it. That's the best path to be on. Best path to be on in every existence and reality. I'm saying real stuff. Real stuff. I don't go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, we in some situation right now where, you know, the moon get ready to go in Aries. Just don't be too aggressive for negative things if you planting bad seeds. You know what I'm saying? You could be too aggressive for negative things. You know what I'm saying? Just to get your tit for tat, to get one up on someone. Man, ain't no one to get up on nothing. Why you wasting your time with that? God ain't got no time. That's why y'all can't find God now. God ain't got no time to be trying to get one up on nobody. God love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be trying to get one up on God and stuff like that. That's how deep it get. Y'all be trying to get one up on the devil, one up on y'all family, friends, one up on God. Nah, God know what. Go play Sonic the Hedgehog and go get a one up. I'm saying that's all you. Then just go play that game. Don't play that game with God. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Look. Go get this. Go get this one up. Sonic the Hedgehog one up. Yeah, go get this. Go get this image. You know what I'm saying? Where's the extra man? The extra man thing. The one up. Extra man. Where's it at? Man, you need to go get that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You need to go get the Sonic the Hedgehog one up. Yeah, there you go. Go get the one up. Go get the Sonic the Hedgehog one up. You know what I'm saying? Go play that game. Don't play that game with God. God made Mason's made Sonic the Hedgehog. You go to that dream la la land. You don't go to the real la la land and think God try to get one up on God. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about your thoughts and feelings and you getting over on God. It's about what God wants you to do. Then you can go somewhere and sit down and think or feel. When you do something for God, when you get time to go sit down and think and feel, it's a whole bunch of stuff that look like peaceful. And it's peace and stuff you wanted. It's that kind of mental form that bend in into the physical life. You know what I'm saying? When you do something for God, God pour back into you those type of thoughts and feelings. The feel good. The thinking that you made the right decisions. Though that type of spaceship. You know what I'm saying? That type of spaceship. You want to make sure you go make them type of spaceships. But you can't make that type of spaceship if God ain't pouring into you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too busy trying to pour in, and you ain't pouring into nothing, or you're pouring into bad seeds. You got emotional negative feelings, waters about a negative idea, bad seeds. And therefore that tree that grew, bad fruit. Your fruit that you bear is bad. So you can't pluck it and it bend in as creative, charismatic gifts that get attention and be attractive. Your fruit not attractive. It got ants and wet water worms on it and stuff like that on a rainy day. Like they decide they want to come out and be pregnant and stuff on the ground. There's nasty fruit and pears. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into another space and then create another atmosphere, and then for the most part create new darkness, and plant another seed, because there's going to be different buildings there, so the different idea, and then plant and then water it with good emotions. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore the fruit that grow there is going to be attractive. Everybody, especially y'all females, y'all going to be like Khalees. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like Khalees, goddamn it, Nas ex-wife. Y'all milkshake bring all the boys to the yard and stuff. Say all your good fruits and strawberries and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody, like, you get juiced up off your charismatic gifts, off your creativity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be getting all kind of attention. That the fruit is attention in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, but in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension is fruit. So as the angel, how I see it, when a person bear bad fruit, it let me know what geographical location they are in as a spirit. So where they was flying inside their mind as a spaceship to go to that location. So if the mind bend in and become the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, a person spaceship, their mind, for them to go into that location, all I got to do is look at what kind of spaceship they got. So I know what Home Depot, what Lowe's that the shadow government told them to go to build that spaceship. So I know in the 3rd dimension where a person trauma at, or what be on their mind, or what they're investing their time into as far as paying attention to have that train of thought, seed, or spaceship to go down that direction of whatever a person is interested in. And then if it's a gas that they put in that spaceship to go that distance, that's emotions putting on the seed. Spaceship, seed, gas, water. So when a person put the gas in the spaceship to go to that area, or when a person put the water on that seed to grow the fruit, then you will see that the fruit that they bear based upon the attractivity of it. And the attractivity of it doesn't always result into how they're filtering it through the shadow government right now, as far as likes online and things of that nature, because these are fruits God give you that can even help your people around you and stuff like that, and in society and stuff, and even being better than the other math teachers in actual the school district. So I don't want people to separate everything, making it seem like it's some content creator and it's some attention winning game, where attention play out in many different attributes. So people who don't even have the face or be in the face of something, but they may be the most popular based on behind closed doors type thing. So they're the most popular manager, most popular assistant, or most popular. So I'm saying, thank you so much for the donation, Royal Black. So they can get recommended up, but they're not the type of person on stage that they're famous in that way, that they can't go nowhere in public type stuff, type shit. But they famous behind closed doors, so they pocketbook or they wallet, it could do the same thing though. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So you know what I'm saying. So I know a lot of you earth signs like that position. I think it's about 80% of earth signs that's people managers and shit like that, and people's PR group and shit. So even if you was to discover these people based upon their names on the credits or something like that, you still give them the respect of, if you see them out to eat, not to bother them though, because their position of that power. They made their popularity based on being behind closed doors, or just being a manager or something like that, those type of things behind closed doors. So even if you was to discover like, oh, that's a famous manager, you still give them a little bit more private respect than the person who present themselves with the original intent of being a person on the stage all the time. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of earth signs, and you'll hear a lot of earth signs saying, I don't care about all the spotlight, but hey, how much we get ready to get paid after we go on tour? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with how anybody get it. I don't hate on nobody. I'll be quick to share anything, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, yay, you know what I'm saying? We just in a new spiritual world right now. But we got to be a little hard too. We can't be gullible, and we got to make sure we on our standing on our business energy, and especially when it comes to Mercury, because Mercury went direct, and it's early in Capricorn right now. So what's on your mind need to be your status, what you're known for, how you're seen, what ultimately can become your career, your popularity level. So your status is going to be, containing of your, relationship. Is going to be containing of your direction, your purpose, and things of that nature. And that's what's going to be seen as respectable or not. So that means all you females stop messing with better males. because that's not going to be good for your status. And if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, stop being reckless and develop some dick discipline, because that's not going to be good for your status. If you're a real man, what point is you doing something, especially if you're doing something for God, but you don't got good dick discipline? So for the most part, you'll be flunked out, because before you could go anywhere respectable, everybody could be pulling out sex scandals about you, or this about you, and that about you. Now you got so many cords, it's going to block you from whatever direction you thought you wanted to be. You ain't going to never be no damn shaman. You know what I'm saying? You just some smack monkey with a Quran book who convinced polygamy or some goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, when it's time for you to want the 100,000 people in the world to follow you or some goddamn shit, which you shouldn't recommend, but you want to be like Sad Guru or something like that, but you ain't gonna get there, because your presentation or what you done, you look like you was just some human, and you was doing something for other purposes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So you was a Hebrew Israelite, Pan-African by the morning, practice sex scandal by the night. You know what I'm saying? Then they always get caught. They always go to jail, stuff like that. They always get caught. So you got a peep game. Y'all be in some weird situation right now where it could get real confusing too. And based upon how confusing it is for everyone, don't nobody know if they're coming or going. And a result like that have to actually be expressed before a person was sure about it. And you don't have to be sure, because we had a whole 2022, whole 2023 to know it's not going back, and to know where things is going, and to have examples to know what to do and what not to do, and go about it the right way, or don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. I'm not doing anything unless it's the right way. You know what I'm saying? And the right way don't even necessarily even look like that way. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't about presenting your gifts and talents and trying to do something with your life, it ain't about nothing. How can God use you as a vessel when you're complaining about these individuals who run the world, and the way they run the world is business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics? You can't be going somewhere praying, oh, the government get ready to crash down, and just be a bum, where God needs you to change these things. And that ain't nothing but your gifts and talents. So what better is to you to get basically paid for what you like to do, basically be better than them for what you like to do, basically change the world that they created for what you like to do. We just allowing them to be better at it, using us to do it. Prime example, when you making your own business, it's up to you to get it lit. We see nobody who worked in that YouTube corporation online like everybody else saying, hey, we should all do this, and they became lit, and everybody start copying them to get on YouTube. We got on here and did what we wanted to do, and the people that sat back and capitalized of it, they still ain't got y'all got more talent in y'all left toe knuckle than them. They still don't. They got the rock us to sleep with, if you're into this stuff and you're monetized, you're into going into your page, your analytic page. So all content creators know in the analytic page, those be the areas where we see these content creators that work in the YouTube office. And they don't be doing nothing but teaching us the new updates and stuff like that. And then when we do see them teaching people how to gain popularity on YouTube, they can't teach people from a personal perspective. They're teaching people to do things with the people who don't need no advice is doing. People like me. So you will go on even a content creator that work at YouTube, and they have a tutorial on how to get your page, how to gain traction. All they do is sit there and study people who made YouTube lit, who didn't even need that. So they'd be saying a whole bunch of stuff that you need to do that sound like stuff I'm already doing, sound like stuff other content creators already doing. So it's like they ain't shit for real. Because that's their only way of even being able to make content. So they ain't really about nothing. You don't even need their advice. The only advice you need from theirs is knowing what not to do and what to do to stay monetized. That's it. Anything else they talking about, they talking about stuff they ain't doing. They're looking at other people who's becoming successful who don't need no advice and just teaching y'all how to copy other people. That's all they doing. So they not even creative and stuff. So right there, let you know the weird psyop that's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all y'all gotta do is just understand, take faith, you know what I'm saying, believe in yourself, and you'll be able to go to the long haul. You'll be able to go to the long haul. You'll start playing chess, not checkers, just jumping all over the place. Chess, making real strategic moves. And 2024 is all about that, making real strategic moves when it comes to your gifts and your talents and your goals. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be mixing and mingling with everybody. You just can't be just dibbling dabbling with all type of things in the world. Even when it comes to jobs. Some of these jobs that's made in a new way, you know, government can't wait to create psyops around them things. You know what I'm saying? We just had some type of thing where I think there was a Sophia robot that attacked Elon Musk, flunks, in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, these jobs that they're creating new, they can't wait to create a psyop to push a narrative in a certain way. And the little people that's giving their blood, sweat, and tears could be a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? Just for what they think is a bigger picture. That ain't really a bigger picture for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's about making things make sense. You ain't got a lot of time to waste either. So you gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you like want. Let's go for you better males and you modern women. Y'all gotta start making decisions and know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Or at least know what you want to do. Or you're gonna be all over the place, and before you know it, 10 years pass. 18 years pass. You know what I'm saying? And now you're not even in a situation where you can even do what you want to do. And then you gotta goddamn settle. And then your settling energy might not even be correct. So you don't even want to be in that situation either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all stay spiritually protected out in this daily thing. But at the same time, like I said, 2024, I don't want y'all to be scared of what I'm talking about, because I know a lot of people got timid minds. It ain't gonna be nothing, no drastic change, but it's just about staying ahead of the spiritual curve and keep your head above the current and not getting washed up under the current. You know what I'm saying? And then making a decision and not taking life too deeply. It's not that serious and stuff like that. And therefore, you know, we'd be in a position where we are more open-minded to be poured into what God wants us to know, what God wants us to think, how God wants us to feel. And when we take those, we can transmute that in the physical once we start to take action, and then we can start to see how whatever God gave us was actually gold. And was actually being received. We was receiving things like this the whole time. We just wasn't having faith in ourselves. What God was pouring inside of you. We wasn't having faith in that. Y'all wasn't believing in that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was scared of what it might appear to be, and it wasn't even that deep. You see what I'm saying? Only the devil make things deep. God make things light. Even all y'all religious gods came in what? The light. Uriel teach light and weight, not light and particles. So even if there's fusion, friction, and pressure happening, and things of that nature, right? There's things condensing, but it's light and weight. So it's an accumulation in one spectrum area that's being emitted. So however you look at it, the mechanism means light and weight. Once something becomes heavy and accumulated, it's dark. And once it's invisible, your inside was visible to you because that's an accumulation of all the colors and all condensing. And then it can become physical or it can become mental. Darkness. So you might think you're the brightest thing inside that, like a spirit being inside of your mind and your body. But purely you just in your own darkness. All your chakras together, all the crayon box together, darkness. You know what I'm saying? So light don't come from darkness, darkness comes from light. But when you look at it as weight, light is lighter, and it takes a heavy accumulation for something to become dark. So when you look at these traits as energy, your thoughts, you're only heavy and depressing and in hell because you got too many thoughts and feelings. And when you separate, detach, separation is the ritual of a spirit. You're shedding. And when you shed, you create thoughts and feelings of being more light. Your being is in a form that's more light. I'm saying? Now you don't have to feel so heavy. Now you don't have to think so cloudy. It's simple mechanisms. It's just simple spiritual mechanisms that you could tap into and utilize as a template in all realms of reality. So it don't even matter if you're meeting a scenario that has a certain alchemy to it with the elements, and the people participating in it is indoctrinated. So whatever you're getting ready to present may appear to be totally opposite to the moral system that's being constructed. But when you play out the mechanism, you're doing something for God. Eventually, that whole transition of that space you participating in will be transformed, and it will be your face. And your face will be really God's face. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you brought don't have anything to do with your face. God's face is the actual character, the mental form, the energy you brought there. And you made that whole environment much lighter. You made that whole environment uncloudy. You made that whole environment much clearer. You know what I'm saying? So that whole environment, vibration and things of that nature, you created a good, between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, good nature there. So now it's a good vibe just because of what you brought. You know what I'm saying? And what you brought, God gave that to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just as simple as that. So you think that stops? You don't think you actually becomes an actual atmosphere if that's what you inside of as a womb, when you can clearly see you was in the womb of your mother? We're experiencing the same thing on larger levels that move at a slower rate for you to experience it, that we call more time. So you got a bigger form to experience the same thing even when you was in your mother. That's we experiencing that same concept now, being in the atmosphere and you being born into another atmosphere, your own atmosphere, expanding the universe. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna look no different. Same way how you relate to others, that's how you're gonna be within the atmosphere. We're gonna create a form that we think we appear to be. That water gonna get foggy and condense, become organs, and we're gonna think we actually that snake there. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just a figment of your imagination of a dream that we call a reality that we can experience before it expires too fast. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. It ain't that deep. Think about it. Everybody who taking it that deep, we got babies being erased. We got big old 4th of July weaponries going off based upon where the sun was at a certain time, and some humans claiming it. So that's what's more important. You take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't your problems. You take it easy. You know what I'm saying? You got goodly God and gifts and talents that you need to be breaking down here. You don't need no M16s and putting your hand, wrapping your fingers around no damn hammers and triggers. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to y'all females. You don't need to be out here and having your hands on the steering wheel working for some shadow man. You know what I'm saying? These hands that y'all got as females need to have new nails on there, especially if you work for me, that look like tarot cards. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You need to have some type of whole press-on SD business. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So, yeah, females like to get their nails done, and guess who getting paid when they want to get their nails done? You. You know what I'm saying? All type of spiritual stuff and things of that nature. Tarot cards, carpets, tapestries, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yay, you know what I'm saying? So why gotta get up and go anywhere when you can just wake up to $1 million? Just because you know how to put energy into an inanimate object, and you with a community, or you got a man that know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because a man can work at the steel mill all he want. If he ain't taking his steel mill check to create a circumstance, he's no good. He's just a better male. He ain't about to create no Trump Tower. He just gonna die uh, doing whatever he was doing. So hopefully y'all don't spend most of y'all marriage arguing when someone on a period with an Adam's apple. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's the World War III when it gets to them times and stuff like that, where really the energy is misguided. It really supposed to be geared towards they don't want to see that manager every day, but they know they got to be there to, you know, provide for the family. But he could have been taking that check and creating a situation where God would have made him have his own business and take him right up out of that. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, it'll be a situation where everything is flunky and it's going to lead to tit for tat. And how things start is how it ends, also. You know what I'm saying? So if it started a man bitching, it's going to end a man bitching. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna start the female itching, it's gonna end the female itching, needing to scratch and stuff. Oh, I'm saying real stuff. So it go deep when we start to talk about things and the way the shadow government been creating circumstances that you ain't got to break a nail. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff, like, you know. But in today's time, it's just about getting with the program. 2024, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a female, you cook real good. You ain't no reason you can't make no cooking business. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: you're gonna start meeting all those situations of, damn, where's my real friends? Oh, damn, where's the real men? That's when it becomes an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it sounds like a good goal, but you can't just do all that by yourself. See, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Then having the good ideas and good circumstances to do it with. That's the thing right there. You know what I'm saying? So you might not be inspired. You're gonna wake up that one day, wake up that 1 week, like, the hell with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to have individuals you could connect to that's into the same things. Because when you start to drain energy, lack spark of thought and feeling, another person could fulfill your cup again. When that person start to lack thought and feeling about something, whatever you done got an inspiration about could fulfill that, and boom, y'all creating a big gallon. The hell with a cup. That both y'all cups is going in a gallon. That gallon is a mansion, or that gallon is a business. That gallon is a circumstance for y'all, whatever. But that's how y'all get y'all cup. Y'all fill yourselves up and pour into something as a purpose. Not get into a relationship based upon who pouring each other up more. And the water in y'all cup is based off the roof, the who got the car first, who got the that's phony. That ain't no purpose. Sometimes a purpose, neither party have any of the shadow government stuff, even a roof over their head. They might both live up under a bridge, but they both probably got a voice and was speaking to people on the freeway, and now they're rich, announcing bossers before they come to the ring. You know what I'm saying? So it's even, you are already ahead of the game if you are intelligent already. You know what I'm saying? You're already ahead of the game. It's just about believing in yourself and going all the way with it. But yeah, oh shit, but yeah, I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all stay spiritually protected and stuff like that. I'm gonna finish these readings. Charge my phone. Then get back on social media. I'm taking a break. I'm getting on social media. I'm saying, but yeah, I'm do the read. I just charge my phone on social media. I'll probably upload on IG, because there's a whole bunch of, there ain't a whole bunch of stuff though, but there's some stuff I wanted to roast. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get a chance to roast it. How I wanted to start building my IG page. I was supposed to have been doing that. It's just I be doing other stuff. I'm saying real stuff. So it's all gonna create a little foundation and stuff like that. But y'all stay spiritually protected. Y'all get on y'all 1-2, and everything gonna come true. You know, in front of that bars.